out of my head. Try to stray, try to forget, but the thoughts, they seem to drown me instead. I've always wondered what it takes to fill this empty void inside.
Good morning and welcome to today's video. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for taking your time to be here and watch my video. In today's video, I just want to share with you guys a glimpse into my everyday life as a mom of 3 kids and what it feels and looks like living in New York while raising these 3 adorable babies that God gave me. And I'm gonna try to be as raw and as real as possible, and I really hope that this video is gonna resonate with you, just like every other video that I've done, whether you're a mom in the thick of it or just simply someone curious about what motherhood really looks like. I invite you to join me as I navigate through the mess, embrace the beauty, and of course just finding purpose in this journey we call motherhood. I know that motherhood can be beautiful, it can be a messy adventure. Sometimes it can feel like you are barely holding it all together. Sometimes you're surrounded by endless piles of laundry and chaos, but other days also we just feel like our hearts are melting and it just might feel like it's gonna burst from all the love and joy that fills it, you know. It's everything depending on how you look at it. If you're new here, my name is Candy. Welcome, and I hope you stick around and be part of this community. Please do subscribe, like this video, and share with anyone you think it's gonna be helpful for. So welcome to today's video.
I've been around, no one else has got me feeling this way. Every minute, every hour I spend is on you every single day. I've always wondered what it takes to fill this empty void inside. Something about ya makes me wanna be with you for a long time. Do ba do be do ba do be do 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 day. Do ba do be do ba do be do 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 day. Do ba do be do ba do be do 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 day. Do ba do be do 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 da 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 da.
As a mom, I've learned that I can't do it all on my own. It's impossible to pour from an empty cup. That's why I prioritize spending time in the Word. My personal Bible study is where I recharge, not just for me, but for my family. Sitting down with my Bible reminds me of God's promises, His grace, and the strength He offers when I feel like I have none left. There's something so powerful about taking a moment to pause, reflect, and refocus. Motherhood comes with a lot of pressure, but through faith, I've learned that I don't have to be perfect. God isn't asking me to be or to have a spotless house or always get it right. He's asking me to love, to be present, and to rely on Him in the moments when I feel overwhelmed. It's in those quiet moments with my Bible that I find grace, I find courage, and I find the strength to just keep going, knowing that I'm never walking this journey alone. Honestly, it's been a tough time, especially when we moved here. For me, I felt like things were different, you know, when you are far away in a different land or in a different continent, and knowing that this is a first world country, most people want to just move to this side of the world. There's so many things that comes with it. There's the good side and there's the bad side, just like everything else, you know. And if you have a family, or rather you're a mom having younger kids and you're moving to this side, then that's gonna be a big challenge because the kids need attention, and getting a nanny is gonna be a problem because it's so expensive. Well, unless of course you can afford to pay a nanny money, but for those of us who move from a different continent coming here, it's always a challenge, affording a nanny. The daycare is also very expensive because you pay per hour, so it leaves you to take care of your children alone. Or if you are married, you have your husband, you have your wife, you have to learn how to balance. At what point do I have to be in the house when the other one is at work, one is at home taking care of the babies and all that kind of stuff. So it comes with a lot, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So when I came here, things were really tough and I was going through a lot of stress and feeling strained, and the only option I had left at that particular time was to just be grounded in the Word of God. And I'm really glad that God was there for me and with my family. The Bible says in Jeremiah that I will never forsake you or leave you. And I've lived to confirm that to be true, because God has really held my hand. I'm grateful that I decided to just be grounded in the Word. One of the things I would tell you that has kept me going, moving forward, feeling safe, grounded, confident. For me, having a Bible study in the morning, especially when the big kids go to school and I'm only left with my daughter, it really means a lot to me. So I do take that very seriously, and I've been becoming very intentional about it, and that's a big plus for me. On this day, I decided to do thorough cleaning in the boys' room and my room. I usually do this every once a week, and this time I had extended up to 2 weeks, the thorough cleaning and all that, and I was feeling really guilty. When you're a mom and you start feeling guilty in everything, I was feeling really guilty and I didn't have much work to do on this day, so I decided to just jump right in. And I started with the kids' room and I put some show to watch. I started with Lynn Googie show. I usually like watching Lynn Googie shows. Sometimes some of the guests that she brings really captures my attention. And later on, I watched Trevor Noah's podcast. It's called What Now? You can search for it if you like watching Trevor's podcast. He's not only a comedian, but he's also an inspirational guy. I don't know if I should say inspirational or motivational guy. Anyway, in this particular podcast, he was with Lupita Nyong'o and a certain lady, I've forgotten her name. I believe she's from Nigeria. Yeah, and whatever they were discussing was really amazing. It was keeping me going as I was doing my cleaning, Anyway, I believe that motherhood is just anything but picture perfect. There are days when the to-do list feels endless, clothes to fold, meals to prepare, messes to clean. It's honestly really exhausting, no question about it. Yet in the middle of the chaos, there's a profound found beauty in the mess. It's the little moments, the hugs that come out of nowhere, and the way your children just look at you like you are the entire world. Nowadays, my 3-year-old daughter likes telling me, "I love you, mom," all the time. I've been wondering whether it's something that she watches from the TV or it just comes naturally, even when we're outside. She just comes and hugs me and says, "I love you, mom. I love you, mom," and anytime that maybe she's done something wrong and I want to talk to her about it and I'm really angry and she notices, she would just come and hug me and it would melt me and I would be confused whether to continue the punishment or not. For me, that's motherhood. It's the little moments, the chaos and the beauty in it, And of course, I know that it's a lot of work. It requires a lot of work, but it's also a sacred place to be a mother, and in a house, in a family. You are not just cleaning or organizing. You're creating a home, a safe space where your children can thrive, your family, your husband, your wife, and you're also shaping their childhood memories, instilling values and showing them what unconditional love really looks like. And for me, that's the main major thing. I think when I look back at my childhood, there are things that I really don't like about my childhood. There are moments that are still in my heart that were really so beautiful, and one of them is the Christmas season. I remember we would have the Christmas tree at home, a very big one, and families would come together and we would celebrate. It was really amazing. Honestly, if you ask me, I think that was one of my best childhood memories, and it's something that I'm trying to recreate with my children. I want them to have these moments when they grow up and when they look back and they would say, "Yeah, mommy did this for us," or "Daddy did this for us," and you know what, they would also pass it on to their children. That would be beautiful. Also, just showing them unconditional love. I realize, especially in our African setup, there's something about having the unconditional love. I don't know if we find it very weird to give our kids love because we are not used to, and our culture is just different. There's a way we do things. We rarely tell each other "I love you" and all that kind of stuff. Or not even each other. We rarely tell our children that "I love you," because I believe that they need to know. They need to know. We need to remind them. We need to tell them all the time so that they also know how to say it. And not only that, they also need to act with unconditional love, and we need to do that. We need to show them by actions. They need to know, this is how and this is what unconditional love feels like or looks like, And it's something that we've been discussing with my husband about, because when we moved here, we realized that one of the main major things with the parents here, the unconditional love they have for their children is so magical. The kids are so sure of the love they have from their parents, and that's really something very beautiful that we saw. We also joined or signed up rather for a book club thing where we meet every week to discuss a book that have been selected, and we do it chapter per chapter and all that. I'm not fully active on that group. My husband is, and we get to share notes because the time difference varies. It's a Kenyan group, so the time difference doesn't work with me because I sleep late and waking up early is a bit of a challenge, and the time difference is pretty different. While it's easy to focus on the challenges, it's the small joyful moments that remind us why it's all worth it. The mess might be overwhelming, but it's the proof that life is happening, that love is present, and that you're doing something meaningful every day that really matters.
Found myself smiling more. The moment you leave, I feel down again. I talk to myself on the floor just to feel less alone. I swear that I'm trying my best. You tell me the stress shouldn't be a friend. I wonder where I'll end up next on the corner of hope. So hold my hand tight for a minute. I'll let you know when to let go. You give a little love with a little sun. Everywhere you go, everywhere you're running. Never say a word, even when it hurts. Everywhere you go, everywhere you're smiling. You make it look easy. I don't understand how you can love me the way that I am. You give a myself dreaming again. The moment you leave, it goes blank in my head. It feels like my bed is on fire when I'm sleeping alone. So hold my hand tight for a minute. I'll let you know when to let go. You give a little love with a little sun. Everywhere you go, everywhere you're running. You never say a word, even when it hurts. Everywhere you go, everywhere you're smiling. You make it look easy. I don't understand how you can love me the way that I am. You give a little love with a little sun. Everywhere you go, everywhere you're running. You make it look easy. I don't understand how you can love me. You make it look easy. I don't understand how you can love me. You make it look easy. I don't understand how you can love me. You make it look easy. I don't understand how you can love me.
As moms, we wear so many hats, but at the end of the day, it's not the hats we wear that really matters. It's the love we give. I am a full believer of love. I've talked about it. Love is the main thing, and if you listen carefully to how the kids or even adults speak when they grow up, most of them would just talk about moms. You know, for the dad, is learning about resilience, how to face the tough times in life, but most people talk about motherhood with love, the love they received from their moms. Motherhood is messy, yes, it's exhausting, absolutely, but it's also one of the most rewarding, most beautiful and transformative journeys you will ever take. It's about showing up even when you're tired. It's about laughing through the chaos and finding joy in the simplest moments.
No place like home. Never gonna leave this town. But I'm packed up and gone. Never looking back, not for too long, not for too long, not for too long. So wrap me up and set me down. I don't wanna be found. Wrap me up and set me down. I don't wanna be found. Wake up from this haze. Has it really been 4 years today? So many have changed. Come and gone, a song, never quite the same, never quite the same. So wrap me up and set me down. I don't wanna be found. Wrap me up and set me down. I don't wanna be found. There's a strong wind blowing on the brink, and I don't much fancy my chances, but something keeps pulling me in, and I don't much
imagine raising 3 kids all under 10 years. Sometimes I feel like my head is gonna explode. They all have different personalities, so it comes out differently. Sometimes they all want my attention and I can't just give it to them because I have to work and do my things. But again, I look back and I remember growing up, there were so many kids, and still up to now, there are households where there's so many kids. Someone has up to 8 or 10 children all at a go, and they are born following each other. And I imagine what they must be going through. I imagine what my grandmom and my aunties went through raising us, how chaotic it was, and there was no support system at that particular time to just help them carry on through all this stuff. And I'm super grateful to God because I am in a different era in life where things are moving, where it's easy to find help, it's easy to find resources whenever we feel like we are losing it, or things are not working the way we wanted them to work. Yeah, so I'm really grateful for that despite everything, we can still look back and appreciate what our parents did. And whatever we do right now, we have enough support system. You can sign up anywhere to just be able to join a class that supports you, or you can just talk to anyone, whether in church or anywhere you feel safe. Basically, I'm grateful to God because of this and such moments.
There's nothing I wouldn't do to get a little bit closer. There's nothing more I could lose to feel a little bit closer. So set me down now. Oh, set me down now. Set me down, set me down, set me down. Oh, set me down now.
For anyone watching this, whether you're a mom or not, I hope you see the beauty in this season of life. It's not easy, but it's worth it. You're doing incredible work. Lean into the moments of joy and give yourself grace on the harder days. I know it's not easy because even in the mess, you're creating something truly beautiful, and that's something that you don't get to hear all the time. I really do hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is all I had for you today. Let me know what you think about today's video. Comment and let me know what struggles you're going through, or how are you able to hack this thing called motherhood. See you in the next video. Bye bye.
I wouldn't do to get a little bit closer. There's nothing more I could lose to feel a little bit closer. So set me down now. Oh, set me down now. Set me down, set me down, set me down. Oh, set me down now.